Hi friends, from where we are today, guess what day it is? It's market day! And guess what market it is from my attire? It is the Pride Festival here in my town. So I have my car all packed up. You can see, it's crazy. I have a very small car. I have to play Jenga in here and Tetris at the same time. It's really scary, but I fit everything in here and we are going to head down to the venue. It is 9:30. Vendors are allowed in at 9:45. It's 2 minutes down the road, so I'm gonna see if I can get in early. If not, I'll just sit there and wait, but let's go. All right guys, we're here. I'm setting up. I had to wait like 10 minutes for a food truck to get out of my way. But yeah, we're setting up. It is humid. My hair is already getting super frizzy. I left my keychain rack at home, so I'm gonna try to go back home and get it before vendors have to be 100% set up. So yeah, oh my goodness, I'm so hot, I'm sweating. Ugh. Guys, my hair is getting frizzy. The curl beads are coming out. That's okay. Right now I'm putting keychain clasps on my keychains. I'm gonna make these clips short because there is music in the background that's copyright, so. Hi! I'm a hot mess. That's okay, girl. My hair is getting frizzy. Do you want to get in here?
That's relatable.
Oh, yes. Yeah! Ooh, that might be the thumbnail. Hi guys, so we just opened about 30 minutes ago. I've made quite a bit of sales. Let me read some of them off to you. So I sold an axolotl, one of my Pride octopi, one of the little rainbow pals I made, a cherry keychain, which was my only one I brought, I guess. I thought I had another one, but I can't find it. I think I might have left like a small bag at home, unfortunately. Triceratops, one of my plush frogs, and then two more of the Pride octopi. They all happen to be trans flags, I believe. So I think I'm all out of the trans ones, unfortunately. But we will go on, and that makes me think next year I have to bring more. So, all right guys, I'm absolutely boiling. Everyone is dressed gorgeous. Excuse me, everyone's outfit is literally perfect. So yeah, I'm so happy. Oh, I have to show my fit. Okay, hold on. So we've got the earrings. These are made by Crafty Little Mouse, I believe. Gorgeous. And they have little bells on the end. And then this I made last night. And it all matches because we've got stars, and this is a star. So yeah, I've gotten a lot of compliments on my shirt already. I am so muggy right now. It is muggy, there's no breeze. Gonna do a little show of my booth. We've got my Triceratops and my Stegos. We've got my chickens, my little bears, and then I only made one turtle, unfortunately. We've got my axolotls, my cats, my rainbow pals. That's the one that sold. And my little stingray. We've got some octopi, some mini dinos. We've got some very soft octos. And then my mom brought her coloring books in. These are all hand drawn. Look how gorgeous. So yeah. And then over here we have my keychain rack. We have my Pride octos. I did have the trans ones right here, and they sold already. I have my dinos up here, and then my snake right here. Look at him. My bunnies, my eggplants. I think it's gonna be a great day. It's already a great day so far. Let's look. We've got another crochet booth right there and right there. And then I have my friend Kat, she is down there. And then my friend Deech the Teach is down that way. So we've got a lot of crocheters. Oh, I see leggy frogs in bags. I have to go check it out. Hey guys, I wanted to give you a little update on what I have left. My hair is so frizzy. It's crazy. All right, I'm gonna show you what I have left. not a lot of people want the dinosaurs today. I did sell, oh, they're falling over. Let me fix these. I think I'm missing a chicken. I'll have to look at that. I think I'm missing a chicken. I only have these items left on here. See, nobody really wants the dinos or the octopus guys. I just made him. I have a couple of these left. I've got a couple keychains left. I need to straighten these out on the rack. These are the Pride ones I have left. And then this is what I have left on this shelf. I did move around a couple things. It's so funny that these are like the same colors. But yeah, that's what I have left. Guys, we're picking up now. It is 6:03. A lot of people started picking up early, which is a pet peeve of mine, but we'll get into that at the end when I do the whole market talk. I do have quite a few things to say about it, but I'll get to that in probably the next clip because I am exhausted. I feel like I didn't drink enough water even though I had like 3 bottles. It's just so muggy. My brain is melting. I need to go home. Hi guys, so welcome back. It has been like 2 weeks since Pride. I have just not been in the space to come in here and talk about the event, good and bad. I've just been super busy and just trying to rest and relax after the giant prepping for that event. So I'm finally here. I'm finally going to talk about it. So the vendor fee for this event was $50. I did have some notable customers. So I had this one girl, she came over and I had my little mother gooses all in like a little circle. I had 3 of them. They were $15 a piece. She came up to me and she said, I want all 3. And I was like, oh, like which color? Which color did you want? I thought I misheard. She said, I want all 3 of them. I'm a goose girl. I was like, oh, okay, you can have all of them. So she bought all of my mother gooses. That was crazy. That was so crazy. I'm so happy and I hope she enjoys all of the mother gooses. And then I had my friend Kat from Kat's Crafty Crochet Corner. I'll have a link to her YouTube down below. And then my friend Deech the Teach. I don't know if she has a YouTube. I will put her links down below though. So yeah, and they were in the video, the 2 friends that came over and we were like, hi, they're so fun. So for my booth neighbors on this side of me, on my left, I had a brother and sister and then a friend. They all did beading work. Sounds like I said beating, like they're just beating people. No, beading. I bought this, like how cute. They had these really, really cute beaded little gecko necklaces like we used to make in like the 90s and 2000s, and they were like mini. They were so cute, but by the time I got over there to buy something, they didn't have a color that I wanted, so that's very unfortunate, but at least I got this really cute keychain. And then on this side of me to the right, it was one of the Pride committees. So it wasn't the committee that was running it. Apparently the committee that ran it last year separated and now there's 2 separate committees. I'm not sure why. I don't know. Maybe they just have like different ideas of how Pride Month is supposed to be celebrated. But this table actually left early. They started packing up like an hour and a half early, which is a pet peeve of mine because then that makes all the customers around you think that it's like ending, it's time to pack up, and that makes all the other booths be like, oh, if they're packing up early, we can pack up early. And mind you, it was getting like dead towards the end of the event, but still, I think it's just better to stick it out and just, you never know what kind of sales you're gonna make towards the end of the night. So yeah, that was my pet peeve, was packing up early, but whatever. I don't like it because then it makes everyone think that it's time to go when there's still an hour and a half left of the event. Also, if you see me looking down, I have my notebook in my lap, so there were a few problems with this event. So I was very nervous about the time frame, as were some of the other crocheters I talked to there. We were supposed to get there at 9:45, all the vendors, unload our cars, and then have them parked up at a nearby parking lot and then get shuttled down to the beach, all in 15 minutes. That was not going to happen. So that didn't happen, obviously. And the shuttles apparently didn't even start running until 11. So those that like actually parked their car up there had to walk back down to the beach. And this beach is at the bottom of a hill. The hill is literally like this steep. I walked up the hill in my sandals because I parked at my grandma's house, who lives like literally up the hill on that little side road. And my shins hurt the next day from walking up that steep hill. So that the whole setting up thing was a little bit nerve-wracking. It was kind of all over the place. At one point I couldn't get my car out because there was like a semi truck parked at the exit and I couldn't get out. So it was a little bit of a hot mess. Very different than last year. I feel like they tried to make it more organized, but the time frames were not gonna work. So I mean, at least everybody got set up on time, got in their places. That's good, but it was just very scary. Another problem I had was that I kind of showed it in the one clip when I was going over my what was left at my table. All the crocheters were like literally right next to each other. So we had 2 booths down from me was Kat, who's a crocheter, and then we had Skip 2, me, a crocheter, Skip 2, Deech the Teach, a crocheter, and then in front of me I had 2 crocheters right next to each other. And I talked to Kat, and apparently this is all because one of the crocheters messaged the directors who were putting this together and specifically asked for all of us to be put in the same area to give us all a better chance of selling. I definitely feel like that hindered my profits, and I definitely think, I talked to Kat, I think it hindered her profits as well. I think we should have been more spread out. I know that we were all there last year and we were all spread out last year, and I made double what I made at this event this year. So I only made half the sales this year. And are there other factors? Probably. It was very hot and humid. I don't think they did very much advertising on it like they did last year, but still, I don't think all of the crocheters being in one area was good for us. That's like, I don't want to call us all competition because we're not, we're a community, but it'd be like having 5 gas stations right on this, like right next to each other, and then wondering why they all don't do well. If that, kind of like that analogy, or like there's like 5 toy stores all right next to each other. I don't know, it's just, I don't think it was good for us. And I think some of the other crocheters said they're going to email the event coordinators about it, because even if one crocheter did give them their input, why didn't they ask for the other 5 or 6 crocheters input on what they thought? They just ran with one person's idea, and that's not always going to be the best idea for everyone. So that's just my 2 cents on that. I'm glad we all still made some sales, just not as many as we potentially could have. All right, and on to my best sellers. So my best sellers were axolotls. I really wish I got to make more. I only brought 4 or 5 of them, and I sold all of them. So I really wish I brought more of those. Next was my Pride octopus guys. I almost sold all of those, and I had multiples of each. I definitely have to make more trans octopi next year. I just did not get the chance to make that many this year, but they were the first ones to sell, I believe. So I need to make more of those. And then my little rainbows, they are so cute. I think I'm just going to keep them as a staple at my table because rainbows are cute, even for like anything. Rainbows are so cute. So I think I'm just going to keep those as a staple. They are so fun to make and they're so cute. The keychains, I definitely think the deal I did, so I normally have my keychains for $5. I decided to do them $6 for 1 or 2 for 10. I definitely think that hindered people from buying them. I think they really do like to see that $5 flat price range. So I think for my next event, I'm just going to do the $5. I'm just going to do the $5 rack, and then off to the side I have like this other little tiny stand. Maybe I'll put some higher priced keychains on that rack. That was my concern, was I have some keychains that take me a little bit longer than the $5 ones. So maybe just keep the $5 ones on the standing spinning rack and then have a couple more priced ones off to the side. So we'll see how that does at my next craft show. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming along with me on a market day, even though I was hot and sweaty and humid and a little bit irritated. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun too. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can follow me along for my next crochet journey. Thank you guys so much. Bye.